saw it in the police. They saw it on the camera. They took the handcuffs off of me because they was finna arrest me for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Because you told them that I rammed your car multiple times. They viewed the camera.
Enjoy the video. Hit the like button.
Please announce for the record.
Marla O'Bara, attorney for Lacarian Wilson.
All right. And Mrs. Wilson, you are representing yourself in this matter. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Will both of you raise your right hands? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
And Mrs. Wilson, I can't really hear you. Maybe the volume is a little low.
Can you hear me?
A little bit. It could be your headset. That's a little better. Okay. All right. So we are set today on for a divorce with no children. And it looks like the only issue that's before the court is minor property division. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. And prior to going on the record, we had stipulated to some pre-admitted exhibits that will be admitted at this time. So petitioners exhibits 1 through 10 are admitted, and respondents exhibits 1, 1A, 1B, 2, 2A, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are admitted. And the court also takes judicial notice of all contents of the court's file. Did I miss anything on you all's exhibits?
Nothing from here, Your Honor.
No.
Okay. All right. So let me put your time on. You all will be given, due to the tailored, very narrow issues that you have, you all will receive 15 minutes aside. That will include any opening and closing statements should you all choose to make one. And the court also takes judicial notice of all contents of the court's file. At this time, Attorney O'Bara, would you like to make an opening statement?
No, I'll waive opening, Your Honor.
Okay. Mrs. Wilson, would you like to make an opening statement?
No, I waive it.
Okay. All right. Mr. O'Bara, you may proceed with calling your first witness.
I call Lacarian Wilson.
All right.
Please state your name for the record.
Lacarian Keith Wilson.
And are you the petitioner in this case?
Yes.
And are you currently married to the respondent, Ashley Wilson?
Yes.
And when were you and her married?
May 25th, 2023.
Okay. And when were you and her separated?
I moved out January the 7th, 2025.
And have you and her lived apart since that date?
Yes.
And is there any reasonable expectation of reconciliation between you and Mrs. Wilson?
No.
And have you been domiciled in the state of Texas for the last 6 months and a resident of Dallas County for the last 90 days prior to the filing of this suit?
Yes.
So Dallas County is the proper venue for this hearing?
Yes.
Right now, is this marriage insupportable because of the discord or conflict of personalities that destroys the legitimate ends of the marital relationship and prevents any reasonable expectation of reconciliation?
Yes.
Are there any children born or adopted of this marriage?
No.
And to your knowledge, is your wife currently pregnant?
To my knowledge, no.
Okay. Now, the court entered some temporary orders in this case on August 14, 2025, correct?
Correct.
And those orders awarded you possession of a 2015 GMC Sierra, correct?
Correct.
And the court ordered that the respondent pay the vehicle note, correct?
Correct.
And that was because you had already paid her for this vehicle?
Correct.
All right. And the court also ordered the respondent to pay your attorney's fees up to that point. Is that correct?
Correct.
And did you ever receive any notice? Did the court ever change or suspend or stay those orders for
Not that
payment
I,
of the,
not that I know of.
okay. And did you ever receive any notice of any de novo hearing being set to change those orders?
No,
All right. To your knowledge, did the court ever rule differently on the truck or the attorney's fees?
no,
Now, to your knowledge, did the respondent have the respondent paid you any of the compensation for the truck already paid out?
no.
And to your knowledge, has she continued to pay the truck note?
I'm assuming so because they haven't told it, but I also moved since all of this happened, so I don't know if they know my new address or not.
And up to this point, has the respondent paid your attorney's fees?
No,
Did you rely on the court's order to remain in effect?
yes.
And as a result, what has happened for the failure to comply with these orders?
I'm further in debt, having to pay lawyer fees and stuff like that. I'm having to steady work part-time jobs, do odd jobs and stuff like that to make sure that I pay my attorney fees.
And are you asking the court to confirm these temporary orders in the final decree?
Yes,
Are you also asking the court to grant your petition for divorce?
yes.
I'll pass the witness, Sean.
All right, Mrs. Wilson, this is your opportunity to ask Mr. Wilson any questions you may have of the testimony he just provided.
I don't have any questions.
Okay, okay. All right. Attorney O'Berry, you may call your next witness.
No further witness from me, Your Honor.
All right, you rest?
I rest.
Okay. Mrs. Wilson, now is your opportunity to call witnesses. You may call yourself as a witness. And you're free to let me know whatever it is that you want me to know and what you're wishing that I would do here today.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor. I'm calling myself as a witness. I'm calling in, well, in regards to the exhibits that I submitted. The first one being, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get up. An estimate from a collision repair shop to damages that were done to my car by Mr. Wilson. That is exhibit 1A and 1B. Exhibit 2 and exhibit 2A are also estimates in regards to those repairs. Estimates of repairs from the actual auto, the car lot where I got my vehicle. And I would like those submitted to the court. And then exhibit 3 is the police report. And it explains that on, I'm sorry, I have to pull it up. It explains that on 4/27 of 2025, I went to the defendant's house to take possession of the truck as it's solely in my name. I went to go take possession of the truck, and Mr. Wilson, in that process, sped up to his residence and in his other vehicle, got out, hit my vehicle, got into the truck and started to pull off. And as I was turning my car around, to like pursue him as he was trying to drive off. He ran over the front hood of my car, creating a lot of auto body damage to my car that had no damage on it. It was a new car at the time. And I'm asking for him to have to be responsible for repairing that back to its original state, which is those two exhibits of the collision repair. And in our pre-trial, our TRO, during that time when he was given like authority, I guess, over the vehicle, over the truck, he stated that like I didn't pay it off and he had given me the money, but he had abandoned the household and left me with all the bills for the house. So the money that he gave me to pay the truck off, I actually had to use to pay bills because I was actually on medical leave. At that time, I had emergency surgery January 28th, and was off from work for quite a bit of time. So I had to pay bills with that money. And I also had to pay the move out costs and repairs to the home that we lived in. So it wasn't like I had full notice that he was leaving. He just left and left me in the house. I actually found out that he was officially fully moving out the day that I had surgery while I was in the hospital. So because of that, I wasn't prepared to be paying all of the rent and things at the house that we had resided in together. So I did use the money that he sent over to pay off the truck. I used it to help pay for the bills at the house that we lived in. And then I admit also on my end that I did lead him on to believe that I had paid off the truck because in exhibit, there's a text message. In exhibit 5, it shows where he had previously like told me that he would cancel my insurance. Because I'm on his insurance, that he would kick me off of his insurance. And at the time, I didn't know that he couldn't legally kick me off. So I was in fear of that. So I continued the lie of that I paid the truck off just so that he wouldn't cancel my insurance at the time because I was going through treatments for my illness. And then also, since he has been awarded the truck, since the time that he has had the truck, he's collected toll charges here in Texas, in Dallas and in Houston, and I submitted those. And I would ask that he be responsible for those charges, which is exhibits 4 and 6.
Okay. All right. Do you pass yourself as a witness?
Yes, I passed myself as a witness.
All right. Attorney O'Bara, you have any questions?
I do, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Ms. Wilson, you referenced the police report, correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, I bring reference, and I believe it's to my exhibit 10, which is the police report. In this police report, this indicates as well that he attempted to pull out of the parking space and you attempted to block the truck with your Hyundai, correct?
That's what it states in the police report, but that's incorrect.
Okay. It also states in this police report that there was damages caused to his truck, and there was also damages caused to your truck. Is that correct?
Well, the truck is technically
No,
mine, so
I'm asking what's in the police report.
you mean damages to my car?
Based on the incident report submitted by Urban Police Department, doesn't it state that you attempted to block his truck while he was leaving?
Yes, that's incorrect.
And it also states that there was damage caused to the front of his truck, and there was also damage to your car. Correct?
Yes, that's
So there is
yes.
mutual damages to both vehicles.
No.
Okay. So basically, if you didn't pull in front of his truck, there would be no damage to either vehicle. Wouldn't that be correct? Wouldn't that be a proper assumption?
Incorrect.
Okay. As well as you also made reference to lying to him about the paying of the vehicle. There's been an excess of over $20,000 paid to you for this truck. Is that correct?
Incorrect.
There wasn't a deposit of $12,000 sent to you and another payment of $8,900 that was forwarded to you from Mr. Wilson?
Yes, but all of that payment from the last payment was not made to go towards the truck.
Yet you still let him know that the title is on the way to him, correct? For the truck being paid off.
Yes, I was in fear of him discontinuing my insurance.
All right. So he relied on that money sent to you to be reimbursement for his truck, correct?
I would think
When you
so.
say when you say, and you led him to believe that the payments made to you was to pay off his truck. Would you agree?
Yes, I did, because I was in fear of him canceling my insurance.
Now, what was your living arrangement at your apartment at the time? How many adults was living in your apartment? I mean, the rental house, the house that y'all had. I'm sorry.
2 adults.
It was 2 adults. Was not your adult son and his girlfriend residing in the house with you?
They moved in when he moved out.
Was there a payment, or was there an arrangement where all 4 of you were splitting the expenses of that house?
No.
So there was not a 4-way arrangement for.
No, there was not.
And did any rental payments come directly from the account of Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
And because of that arrangement, weren't you reimbursing him because of the arrangement that was made between you and the other parties of that house?
No.
Your Honor, I would like to bring your attention to Petitioner's Exhibit 9.
Okay, you can share your screen.
Yeah. I think this is it. Can you see this? Exhibit 9? Headed Naval Federal Credit Union. Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
You said Petitioner's Exhibit 9?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold on. That's not coming up on my Petitioner's Exhibit 9. The Petitioner's Exhibit 9.
I'm sorry.
Invoice.
Petitioner's Exhibit 6. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay. No worries.
I flipped it. Okay, going through these exhibits. Let's start here. What is this transaction of $700 that you would have sent to Mr. Wilson?
What date is that?
That's dated November 1st, 2024, I believe.
November 1st, 2024
Correct.
for $700?
Correct.
That would be when he asked to borrow $700 to help pay for the rent because he had just came off of a cruise with his family. And he asked me, could he borrow $700 because he was short on the rent? And that was his responsibility initially in our household debt. He would pay rent and I would pay everything else at the house.
But wasn't the rent coming directly out of his account?
Is that coming out or is that me going in?
That's the 700 going in, but you earlier testified that the rent was going out of his account.
Then that would have been when he was paying me back. He had asked, there was a time that he asked, could he borrow $700? He went onto a cruise and overspent on the cruise and was short rent, $700.
Okay.
He had to pay me back.
Okay. So what about here on November 29th, where you sent him an additional 630?
Did I send him or did he send me?
Says that you sent him.
There was a lot of times that we would send money back and forth from each other. It was, he's a gambler. So there's oftentimes there's going to be transactions where I send him money or he has to send me back money that we're owed.
And I can agree with that, but wouldn't that also be transactions regarding a rental agreement that you had between yourself?
No, that would be money from his gambling.
No further questions, Sean.
Okay. Ms. Wilson, is there anything further?
Can I call him?
As a witness? Yes. If you're done with your testimony, you can call Mr. Wilson.
Okay. Yes. Can I call Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. And remember, you have to ask him questions.
Okay.
And your questions, you may hear his attorney make an objection. When you hear that objection, just stop speaking. Allow me an opportunity to rule on the objection, and I'll let you know when you can either ask your next question or Mr. Wilson has to answer the question, okay?
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Mr. Wilson, at any time did you tell me that you were going to take me off of your insurance?
Once the divorce was finalized, yeah.
So, Mr. Wilson, there was no time before you found out that you could not remove me that you made that you spoke with my mother in regards to trying to take me off of the insurance?
I always knew that I couldn't remove you because when I filed for the divorce, it comes with a pamphlet that tells me what I can and can't do. One of the things that I can't do is I can't remove you from any type of insurance policies. I can't close out any insurance policies. I can't remove you off of my insurance, medical, or anything like that. It's a list of things that I cannot do. Now, what I told your mom was when your mom was saying that, well, when you was telling your mom that once I filed for the divorce, that they was going to automatically remove you from my insurance, I said that I wouldn't let my job know that I filed for a divorce. Now, when they tell you that once they find out that we was divorced, then that's on you. I have nothing to do with that. I just told your son the same thing yesterday. Like even after this, it's not my responsibility to go to my job and tell them, hey, I'm divorced. Whenever they update their policies or whatever, however they do that, you would know more about that than I do. But whenever they update their policies, then that's when they'll find out that we're divorced. If they just renewed the policy at the beginning of the year, then you will be on my insurance for a whole nother year. I never had any intention of taking you off of my policy. So
Mr. Wilson, when did you initially file for that divorce?
It was the first week of February, I believe.
All right. Also, Mr. Wilson, at any time, did you ever borrow money from me
No,
for your gambling?
no, ever, not one time. I gave you money from my gambling, but I've never borrowed money from you from my gambling, ever.
So, Mr. Wilson, there was never a time where you came off of a trip and we were in the car and you were expressing to me how you did not feel like you could come to me and ask me for money and that you were going to be short rent that month?
I've never been short on rent. I've never asked to borrow money from you.
No further question.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Can I take that? Mr. Wilson, the day that of the car incident in April,
Mhm.
um, you said that in the police report it stated that I pulled in front of you.
That was
Um, I pulled in front of you. Is it not true that that your driveway is very narrow, and in order to get to turn around in your driveway, I would have to pull in front and turn around?
It's true that the officers viewed the video camera from my apartment and the camera that I was recording on my phone, that you literally blocked me in. You was head to head with me in a 2-lane street that you could not be making a turnaround. You was blocking me in. They saw it in the police. They saw it on the camera. They took the handcuffs off of me because they was finna arrest me for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Because you told them that I rammed your car multiple times. They viewed the camera and then they viewed the recording that I have, and they saw that you was lying, and they took the handcuffs off of me and they gave you a criminal trespass, and no charges was filed.
Mr. Wilson, did you not ram my car purposely?
I was trying to leave. You tried to block me in and I tried to leave. I don't know what your state of mind was. You showed up at my apartment trying to take a vehicle that was mine that I purchased. I don't know what your state of mind was. I was trying to leave and you tried to block me in and your car got hit. I got out, had my neighbor move his car so I could go around, and that's how I was able to leave. The police, when they came, they was about to arrest me. They had handcuffs on me, guns drawn on me, handcuffed me, and told me that I was being arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I showed them the camera on my phone. Then I showed them the camera from my camera that sits over my door showing the parking lot. They saw that you was lying, took the cuffs off, gave you a criminal trespass. You made a couple of threats saying that you was gonna ruin my life, and now we're here.
All right. Mr. Wilson, did the vehicle that you pulled, that you drove to the scene in, since the truck was at the apartment, do you not own that vehicle?
I don't.
Did you, Mr. Wilson, did you not purchase that vehicle from your daughter's mother?
I did not. I told you that I did, but I did not. Did I legally purchase it? No. I don't have a title to that car. I don't even have that car in my possession anymore. That's back her car. That's her car.
Mr. Wilson, did you not show me where you bought that vehicle and also had me add that vehicle to our insurance policy at the time?
No, I added it to my insurance policy because I was driving the vehicle. You have to maintain financial responsibility on the vehicle. So I had to have insurance on the car because I was driving it. But it was in my policy. It was never into your policy.
No further questions.
Okay. Mrs. Wilson, do you have any other witnesses, or do you rest?
I rest.
Okay. Miss Wilson, do you still have your vehicle?
Yes, I do.
What kind of car is that?
It is a 2024 Hyundai Elantra.
And Mr. Wilson, you have the 2015 GMC Sierra truck.
That's correct, ma'am.
All right. So after the court has heard testimony from both sides, the court is going to grant the divorce on the grounds of insupportability. The court is also going to adopt the associate judge's report of August 24th, 2025, where both parties are enjoined from causing any damage to either party's vehicles or belongings, whatever the case may be. Court is awarding Mr. Wilson his 2015 GMC Sierra truck. The court is also awarding Mrs. Wilson her 2024 Hyundai Elantra. Each party will be responsible for their own repairs of those vehicles. The court grants the judgment in favor of Mr. Wilson in the amount of $4,083.50 as previously ordered in the temporary orders. Has that been paid?
No, Your Honor.
All right. The court is also going to order that interest is added to the judgment. The statutory interest is 6%. Mrs. Wilson, I highly encourage you to pay that judgment because there will be interest attached to it. So every month that is not paid, that balance grows. And Mr. Wilson has the right to collect on that judgment in any way that the law allows him to do so. So I would highly encourage you to start paying those attorney's fees on that judgment. And that's pretty much it.
Your Honor, am I not going to be awarded the toll charges that he has ran up in my name?
I don't mind paying those. It's my responsibility. I pay that.
What? That's the $1,500.
There's one for 15, and then there's another one from Houston.
Okay, hold on. I forgot about those. 1 second. And Mr. Wilson, how did you get $1,500 in total?
It's not $1,500. I can promise you that. I don't know where she getting that.
That is if you look at the date of that.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. You all do not have to argue with each other. I have it right here in front of me. It says $1,508.48 due on February 5th. I'm not going to read the license plates out loud because we are streaming, but it starts with a V. Whose license plate is that?
That's mine.
Okay, so that's the amount that's due on February 5th of 2026. So I'm ordering you to pay that directly to the National Toll Tag Association. That amount is $1,508.48.
And then in exhibit, there's a Houston chart. There's Houston tolls.
Yes, that one is. Oh, now that one is small. Hold on, let me zoom in on that one. Oh, that one, it says no amount is due.
No, it's $131.03.
Okay, it says total payment amount $131.03, discount $24, total payment amount $107.03, remaining balance still due $0.
Yeah, they took the money from me. I had to pay it.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. You're asking for reimbursement.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Wilson, I don't have a license plate number on this one, like the national. Yes,
it's
it
up in
at the top. It's the same license plate that's on the national toll tag. So I'm going to order that you reimburse her hold on. What is this? So 107.03 is what you paid? No, yeah. You paid 131. It gave you a discount. So 107.03.
Yes.
Can I ask something real quick, Gianna?
Yeah, go ahead.
So when I do this, I make sure that I do it correctly. So it's saying $1,500 for that truck in the last year. Because I've only had the truck for a year, a little over a year. But for almost 7 months dealing with this process, I haven't been driving it. So I don't know how they messed up, but when I pay it, I'll be paying it directly through them. So whatever they have me pay for that particular truck during the months that I've actually owned it, which was uh August of 2024 to now, is what I'll be paying, right? Nothing for her car that's attached to it or nothing like that. It'll just be for that particular vehicle.
Yes, from what
Okay.
I can see,
Yeah.
it's just that vehicle only.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind. It's like I say, I'm the only one that has ever driven it. She's probably been in that truck one time, so she has no ties to that. So I can pay whatever is, tied to that truck. But I didn't want to be having to be responsible for paying for any of her toll fees or anything like that.
No, this is
Okay.
strictly that license plates. So
Okay.
the Houston Toll Tag Association, you
That
owe
was
them.
me.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, not Houston. You owe her directly 10703.
Okay. So how do I pay that? Making sure that I get confirmation of that. How do I do that?
Payment to her. So, ma'am, which forms of payment do you have? Which forms of payment have you all used in the past? Zelle, Cash Out, what have you done?
Zelle, Cash App, Apple Pay.
Okay, whichever payment method that you decide to do, it needs to be specifically put in the order because I don't want there to be any confusion. So you all said Apple Pay, Cash Out.
I can Apple Pay it. I can Apple Pay it right now if I need to.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, do it right now. That'll take care of that. So then that way we'll still put it in the order to show that it was ordered, but that, you've satisfied that so you don't have to worry about it any further.
Judge Bailey, when I'm paying back the fees that
I just sent one already.
being awarded,
Actually, I thought we blocked him.
You blocked him.
yeah,
I just
my
got to
phone.
spend Apple Pay. So
So did the money come through although he's blocked?
Let me see. Yes.
Okay. So the 107 has been satisfied. So what you have left, sir, is strictly to the National Toll Tag Association, okay?
okay.
All right. And
Yes.
then Mrs. Wilson.
Do I pay him directly or do I go pay through the attorney?
You paid the attorney. So when it comes to attorneys, I would recommend you do either a cashier's check or a money order.
Okay.
And you will pay that directly to his attorney's law office address. Do you have that?
No.
Okay, Mr. O'Bara, you need to get her that information to make sure that you get paid.
I will send her that right after this hearing.
Okay, and then I'm also going to order you to draft the order. How long do you need to complete it?
Can I have 30 days?
You can have, let me see.
15. Can I get 10 days? 10 days, John.
Okay, I was going to say, you won't get 30 days in here.
Your Honor,
February 6th. Yes, ma'am.
Before everything is finalized, can I ask that I get 90 days to transition out of his insurance?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Give it a whole year. I don't care. Like whenever I don't plan on telling them that we divorce. So whenever they catch on that we divorce is when they would take her off. I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they renew it every year or what, but if they renew it every year, she got a whole nother year. So
You're talking about health insurance, right?
correct.
Correct.
I literally just told her son yesterday, like whenever they change it is when they change it. I'm not worried about letting them know what they supposed to be doing.
Okay. Okay, so I just write it like that. 90 days to get your own health insurance. And how long do you need for, because this, well, the balance is already past due on the attorney's fees. So I don't have to give you another date on that. It's the judgment. You just need to make payment arrangements with her attorney as soon as possible.
Okay. So I'm kind of confused on that because it's not this attorney, it's another attorney.
It's the same firm.
Oh, it's the same firm. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So just, and thank you for saying it. So you can make it payable. It actually is payable to the firm, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll make it payable to that firm with that firm's address.
Okay.
All right. And of course, if you can't pay it in full, just pay something. You need to make sure that you're actively paying on it because, like I said, it is a judgment and it's going to accrue interest every single month. And I have you all on the dismissal date for February the 6th. If you are able to get the order back to me before then, great. That date will, send the order to my coordinator. I'll sign it and we'll remove that date off the docket. If not, you have to show up on that date and you're allowed one reset after that.
Yes, sure.
So,
all right. And that'll be with Judge Lee on her Zoom code. And I'm going to, I can put the Zoom code in the chat for you, actually. And Ms. Wilson, did you have a question for me?
So February 6th is like the final?
Well, today is the final. So today I've actually rendered you all divorced. So you're divorced as of today. February 6th is the date that I give you to get the order entered. That, the ruling I just made today. So to finalize that specific ruling that I made, I'll sign off on it. So you have until that date to get the order. So the way it'll work is Attorney O'Bara will get you a draft of what my ruling is. You will review it. If everything looks good to you, you can sign off on it. You can choose not to sign off on it because the only person's signature that matters is mine, right? So you can, like I said, you can sign off. You don't have to. And then he will have to set it for entry if you object, which you would appear on February the 6th and, state whatever your objections are. However, just because you object doesn't mean I'm going to not sign the order. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything further for the record?
So question. So
yes, sir.
I know you said that you are signing with the previous temporary orders. So with the vehicle and all of that, how does that work as far as with transfer of the title, or do I got to wait for her to pay it off in full, or do I got to wait the full term of how does that work?
That's actually a great question. So it is a form available on the Texas DPS website that you all can go ahead and do the title. And Attorney O'Bara, he can help you with that.
Well, because she haven't finished paying it off yet. That's why I was questioning, how does that work?
You can still change title, but the lien will be there.
Correct.
So it'll be a title subject to the lien. So yeah, I can walk you through that process.
Okay.
So Your Honor, can I add to the order, just an order ordering both parties to sign whatever proper documents to make sure title is transferred?
Yes, please. And make sure you put a deadline in there.
Okay.
I would say no more than 2 weeks as the date, but actually put a date. So whether that's February, what's coming up? Whatever that following date is in February 3rd, February 4th, something like that. Put the actual date and time for them to have it completed. That way it's enforceable.
And Your Honor, let me ask it. Can I input that the balance as a money judgment as well And the reason I'm asking, in the event that the vehicle
For
may
the
have to be
attorney fee?
no, 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 no. I'm talking
Oh,
about for the vehicle. I'm talking about the vehicle. Um, just for example, if he has to trade in the vehicle, if he has to do anything, that balance, the lien is going to have, is still going to have an effect on him in terms of, you know, trying to convey the vehicle from his name to anything else. And if she hasn't paid it off by the time he's wanting to do that, it's still going to leave him in a situation where he's still responsible for that amount.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you do the order, you have to put the VIN number and everything like that associated with the car.
Okay.
So you have to put because there is a lien, the lien holder information, the balance as of date. I think all of that is relevant in a situation like this because there is still a balance.
Yes, sure.
So in
Thank
the
you.
event anything like that happens, if the lien holder has to, you know, what do you call that? What's that word? You know where I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, I ain't sometimes thinking not foreclosed, but repo.
It's not foreclosed, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
When they
Repossess.
have to move forward, repossession, thank you. They can at least see the order to
Right.
see, you know, what the balance was and who was awarded the vehicle and everything like that. But that's the reason why that title has to be, that paperwork needs to be done within a very quick turnaround time so you all don't run into that issue.
Yes, sure.
So do I need to tell them the amount that's left on it?
Yes.
Oh, $4,243.92.
This will be easier too. That amount, we have it in the record, but send his attorney a copy of the last statement, which whatever you just read from, send his attorney a copy of that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's good.